حتى إذا استيأس الرسل وظنوا أنهم قد كذبوا جاءهم نصرنا. When the messenger despaired and thought that they would be denied. Can you imagine a messenger? What will it take for a messenger to reach that point, breaking point? That he think that he despaired, he almost gave up. At that moment, Allah sends the victory. Number 3, I want you always, when there is a calamity, when there is a challenge happening to you in your life, always think about what Allah wants from you. What is the lesson? What's the wisdom behind this challenge? Why am I not making this marriage working out for me? Why am I making these things difficult? What's the lesson that I need to learn from this problem that happened between me and my children, between me and my spouse, between me and the one I love, between basically why I lost this job, why I couldn't find a job? What's the lessons? What Allah want for me to be? The ultimate major of a person is not when he or she is standing in a moment of comfort, a moment of ease and convenience. No. The ultimate nature of a person when he or she stands in a moment of difficulties, in a moment of challenge, in a moment of basically of controversy. What you will be doing at that moment, that will make you a valuable person. I was telling one brother just not a long time ago, if you take a piece of coal or charcoal and you take, which is one of the cheapest rock on the face of the earth, and you take in the other hand another rock, but it is the most expensive rock on the face of the earth, which is black diamond. They are exactly made from the same thing, carbon. They are exactly the same. The only difference between the two, the cheap one and the valuable one, that the structure of the atoms inside the charcoal is in a way that it cannot resist pressure. So you just push it, it will crush it. But the black stuff, the black diamond, you push it, you do whatever you want with it, you will never be able to break it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to make you a person of value. He tests you. He puts you under pressure to make you grow, to make you strong, so you become a valuable one, not a cheap one who easily can be crushed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always has wisdom behind his tests and their trials, or the fitan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to basically to test our faith, our character, our endurance. Allah wants you to constantly be growing, and in the same time to be stronger. He will use a little adversity, some tension on you, so he keep you moving, keep you growing. And I want you to know that Allah knows how much you can take. يُبْتَلَى النَّاسُ عَلَى قَدْرِ إِيمَانِ. People will be tested according to the iman, according to how much they can endure. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will. One guy told me once, he's a trainer, he said, so I can use this title that I was introduced with. He said, if you want to lose weight, Chef, he said, I'll tell you, you need to exercise. But I want to tell you something. This muscle, in order for it to grow, you know what we need to do first? You work out until your muscles literally will be turned. And when your muscles turn, it will allow it to grow. But as long as it is the same size, it's not going to grow. You turn, then it will grow. If you want to grow, if you want to be a better person, to grow your iman, to grow your ability, your character, you need to go through a little bit of tests, a little bit to endure some of these challenges in life and to face it and to deal with it. Allow pressure to push you, to basically to stretch you, to get you out of your comfort zone so you will be a better person. Allah never ever intend with these trials to destroy us. No. That's why Imam Ahmad rahimahullah, somebody asked him, أيبتلى أيمكن ثم يبتلى؟ قال لا. يعني you became an imam and leader after that you face tests? He said, no. يُبْتَلَى فِي الْمُمَكَّنِ. The person will be put in trial and test, then he and she will be a leader. وَجَعَلْنَاهُمْ أَئِمَّةً يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا لَمَّا صَبَرُوا. You became an imam after they endured this hardship and they face it. You know, since I'm from the South, I'll share you an interesting story. In the South, in the Southern, we all from, most of you guys here, from the Southern. There is a very popular fish people love to eat. But this fish only live and grow in the north, in the cold water. It's called codfish. Codfish. So people, when they used to get the codfish, they used to freeze it and to bring it down to the south. But by the time it will come here, this fish will lose its taste. So what happened? The people who transferred this fish, they invent these big tankers and they put water in it, and it's a fresh salt water, so that they will come not frozen anymore. But after a while, they found that it still lost its taste. You know why? Because the fish are in this tanker, big tankers, and they're not moving. They're just there and they're smushing it. They're not tasty at all. You know what they did? They did a very intelligent thing. They put catfish in the tankers. Catfish are the natural predators and enemy of the codfish. So they keep the fish the whole journey alert, watching out, you know, moving and chased by the catfish. So by the time they arrived, they were very, very fresh. Like that catfish, perhaps adversity was dropped in your path for a purpose, to challenge you, to strengthen you, to shape you up, to keep you fresh, alive, active, growing. You know, it's interesting when you look at life, how people who went through adversity and challenging life, how they grow so much. There's a man until now, he has a record never been broken. He died in 1847 here in America, Addison. He invented more than 1,000, it's 1,093 inventions. No one until today had a record like that. This kid was kicked out of the school because they told him, you are a retarded kid, take it home. We don't want you to have anything to do with us in school. His mom took care of it. She didn't cry and said, you know what, I have a challenge. Kids and he has some problems, they cannot concentrate. You know, she didn't cry over that. She started teaching him. She challenged the challenges. She challenged his teachers. And he became one of the most famous persons. Come down with this, he's one of the most famous inventors in history. My brothers and sisters, perhaps our eyes need to be washed by our tears once in a while, so that we can see life with a clear view again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put this adversity often to push us into our divine destiny. Allah maybe want a place for you in Jannah. He sees that your action cannot reach it. So He put you through a calamity, aid you with patience, and support you, so you will get a reward. إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Your reward, if you're patient, no limit to it. Allah wants to raise you up to that level, and He will push you towards it. So many times when calamity happens to us, we don't think about what Allah wants from us. So many times I see that in myself. I don't know about you, but you remember when you go through, or now when you go through hardship, you always say, oh Allah, change my circumstances. Oh Allah, change him, change her. Do this for him, do that. Fix the economy, do that. We're talking about our circumstances. But so many times we forget that Allah doesn't want this calamity to happen to you because He wants your circumstances to change. Allah wants you to change. Maybe you need to change your way of dealing with your spouse. Maybe you need to change the way you deal with your children. Maybe you need to change the way you look for a job. Maybe you need to learn something new in your life. It's about time to think about it this way. Not about your circumstances. It's about you, brothers and sisters. Challenge in life are not supposed to paralyze you. help you. They need to help you and to make you grow. My brothers and sisters. Number 4, we should not be led by our problem. We should not let problem to occupy our head and our heart and to occupy our mind 24/7. We should not be led by our problem. We should be led by our faith, by our dreams, by our goals of life. Sometimes our problem seems so big, larger than the reality of it. It's like a shadow. It looks big, but the reality is not that big. Life will never stop at this problem that you have in your life. I always say, life is like a bicycle. In order for you to keep balance, you have to keep moving. To keep moving, otherwise you lose balance. You cannot stop at one problem in life and say, you know what, that's it, I'm stuck here. You will lose balance. You cannot keep moving. You keep moving, you keep your balance. Number 5, don't ever let problems defeat you from inside. We all have things that come against us. We may be knocked down several times. But the key is to live like a victory. Live with a life of victory, not a life of a victim. The key is to learn how to get up. The key, if you've been knocked out from outside, don't ever allow these problems to go inside you and beat you from inside. Don't ever let it do that. وَلَا تَهِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. If you are a true believer, after the battle of Uhud, after the loss of the battle, Allah said, don't let this ever defeat you from inside. Don't ever be basically defeated. You are the higher. You're in a higher position. You still have the higher ground. It is not because things are difficult, we don't dare. No. It is because we don't dare, things are difficult. That's how it is. Allah gave the example, of the Prophet gave the example of the movement of what? What tree? What tree represents the movement? The palm tree. Let me tell you one thing about the palm tree. The palm tree is the only tree that can bend all the way 180 degrees, that it can touch the ground and go back again straight. You cannot find this in other trees. That's why after hurricanes you will see the palm tree stand straight afterwards, because they have the ability and flexibility to bend and to come back. That's the movement. We're never allowed to stay down. Whenever a problem comes, whenever things knock you down, you come up quickly and come back again. Worry, fear, will not about tomorrow, about the future. It will never ever free tomorrow from its sorrow and fear. It only empties today from its strength. Number 6, whenever you have a problem, don't only deal with the symptoms, deal with the roots of the problem. If you have a problem with your children, don't deal with it. Sheikh, he doesn't listen. Why he doesn't listen to you? I think my kids don't love me. Why don't I love me? Oh, I don't think this. Why? Go back to the root. Whenever you have a problem, you cannot solve a problem unless you go to the root of it. And also, if you have a problem, don't ignore your problem. Some people are good at that. They just let the problems and they can solve by itself. No. You cannot solve problems by basically thinking that you don't have one. Number 7, because of time, watch your words. Language is the dress of thoughts. Well, don't say I cannot, say I will try. How can I fix it? Don't say, don't curse, don't use negative words. Use positive words. The Prophet said, whoever says all people bad, all people destroyed, he has destroyed it. No, don't say that. Say positive words. That's why the movement never use false language. Good words. Good words are sadaqah. The Prophet said good or remain silent. Don't say negative words. Number 8, be an optimistic person. The Prophet was the most optimistic person that you can think of, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He loved optimism, subhanAllah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. There is an experiment, it's a very interesting experiment, I read about it. This experiment, they put 2 rats in a small box filled with water, and there is basically a door